Good morning. Today is the 3rd of August and here we are at Roverfest 2025 incorporating the MG post Abingdon Weekender, which actually deals with post 1980 MGs. We've got Rovers and MGs of all years here dating back to the 30s, and actually there are a couple of 2023 registration MGs here as well, so something for everybody here. We'll start off this third part with the R8 section we've got here. A lot of cars have been brought by the 200 to 400 Owners Club. This is a really interesting car. This is a cutaway model of when the R8 came out in 1989. Have here the K-Series engine. All these things, we've got actually quite a well-optioned car here. It's a GSI with the ABS and a leather interior and the alloy wheels. I wonder if this has got aircon in it as well, because the aircon actually was a rare option on these. It doesn't have that. Obviously this isn't a working car, it's just bits of cars. You can see there's so many bits missing. I don't even know how this car even gets transported everywhere, because if we look at the other side of it, we'll actually see that the wheels are kind of missing. I think the answer is actually with those down there, so you can actually roll it. Otherwise, you'd have real difficulty moving it anywhere, wouldn't you? That is an interesting sort of technical kind of sort of revelation of how actually these cars are made and what goes into them. And this is what it looks like up to a complete car. This is the first R8 from 1989. In dark green. Now this is also a 214 GSI, but it lacks the alloy wheels. Instead it's actually got air conditioning in this car. It's very nice. It's something I'd like myself, viewers, but I don't think the owner wants to part with it, which is fine, you know, he doesn't have to. Next we've got something that looks very similar to SLI, which is one specification below. We've got no leather interior and no head restraints in the back. This one's a little bit later on in H. So this one is a 1991. I used to have one, it was almost the same. Mine was a M216 SLI automatic. It was also a 91. I'll have to skip that one, viewers, because we don't talk about diesel on this channel, of course. Saw this yesterday actually, this 220 GSI Turbo, rare specification from 1995. So it makes it actually the last year of 3-door R8 production. Another relatively early one here, a 216 GSI. Now the GSIs, again, things that you consider to be nice were actually optional on these. This car doesn't have the alloy wheels, it doesn't have a leather interior. It doesn't have the aircon, those are all options on these. Still a fantastic car though. I really miss the 3 R8s I've had. 3, they're all 1.6 Honda engine automatics, the ones I've had. And then another 3-door with these natty wheels, ready for some competition. Do we have any plates on this? No, we don't. It's a 216 GTI. Very sort of 80s looking, like it's a 1990s car. But a night fire red cabriolet with the starfish wheels, these are called. So 94, 95. And then we've got this 214 SEI 3-door with the, I think these are MG ZT wheels on here. That is for sale, okay. 94, 95 registration. Call 07493 680 431. As Mr. Bill from Review Power Channel says, this could be yours. Let's have a head gasket done and the cam belt. Brilliant. So all the things that you'd be concerned about when buying an R8. Now we've got something very special here, viewers. This is a 1990 416 GTI. Unusually, this is an automatic. When I think of a GTI, I always think of a manual, but you could get an automatic, and this is it. This has the optional leather interior. It's very nice. The sort of thing we'd like very much, viewers. Tasty, tasty treat indeed. Then another 3-door, which is nice considering these are rare. I have driven one of these recently. It was a 1993 220 GTI. This is probably GSI, a little bit later than the one I drove. Yeah, it's a 220 GSI, 1994-95 registration. And a later cabrio. You can tell the later cabrios by the fact they've got a dashboard in them from the Rover R3, which was the replacement model for the 3 and 5 door R8 200. I can't remember this colour now. It's like 97, 98 on an R. My gosh, another festival exceptional concourse entrant. A 1992 Rover 214 SI. There we go, viewers. I love this information sheet. It's been produced. It's the right font of a logo and everything. No electric windows or power steering, which is less desirable as far as I'm concerned. And then we've got this very, very nice 216 GTI twin cam, 1992 plate with the lovely alloy wheels and the optional leather interior as well. Someone's put a later grille on this. It shouldn't actually have that, but a lot of people did put them on, so it's really not even a thing people notice anymore. Yes, please, 1994 Rover 200 Coupe, all the way from Germany. Brilliant. We saw this last night, actually. It's on the 11-spoke wheels. I think that's right. I'm pretty bad at counting, viewers. That's my problem. Ooh, a 220 Turbo Coupe. Wheels have been changed on this. It's a 94 and Nightfire Red. And we've got a really early one. Now, the 200s didn't actually get that grille until late 1993. So this is how they originally looked. And they came out in 1992. Also Nightfire Red. This one is a 93. So 216 automatic, which is got no rear spoiler on there. So it's a bit of a lower specification. Still nice looking. We still got the air down and things on there. It still looks great. Then a K-Series engine 1. You can tell by the dashboard from the R3 Rover 200. '97, this one, it's a 218 VVC, which is the faster one of the K-Series engine ones. Oh, I keep forgetting the name of this purple colour. Will it come back to me at some stage, viewers? I don't know. It's another 97, another 218 VVC. Of course, we love the rear wipers, don't we, viewers? We love the rear wipers on these Tomcats. Another later one in Nightfire Red. Oh, this had a different engine put in it actually. This has the T-Series Turbo from the earlier ones in there. Part of all the kind of later Tomcats together for some reason. This one's got the sunroof slightly open, the T-bar roof. It's quite a late one, 98, 99 actually on an S. And then one of the NFDH cars. The NFDH cars were a whole batch of 200 turbo coupes that were destined for export to Japan, I believe, and they never made it. Still on the original dash. So made in 1995, but not registered, I don't think, until 1996. And they were registered in the UK. They've got all the options on them. So in this one we've got a beige leather interior, it's a Nightfire Red, and we've got air conditioning on them, which is a very rare option on an R8. There it is, the aircon button. So the FDH cars are quite well sought after now actually. They have this sort of reputation for being very nice. More Nightfire Red action here, viewers. A 1997 620 SLI. So you've got the cloth interior and this, and a rear spoiler. Personally, I'm more fond of the leather interiors, and oh, look at this, viewers. Very, very nice 600 here, complete with a beige leather interior with wood and piping. I do like a nice beige leather interior, viewers. Very, very late 600, 1999-2000 plate. Probably a 620 GSI, I'd imagine, but it could be one of the run-out models though. And then we've got the 618 here from 1998, which is owned by Hayden, who supplied another one of these, almost identical, for the on the channel in 2023. Unfortunately, that car got written off, which is a shame. The cars were almost the same. This one is the other car. They're both the same colour, both same specification, both the same year. And this is also nice. I think someone's got a 620 Ti here, viewers. That's my impression, although they didn't. This is actually a red interior for one of these. The 620 Ti's were very different from the normal ones because the engine turns in the opposite direction to the Honda engine models. That one I imagine is sort of 94, 95. I drove one of these last year, I think last July it was, and it was nice. This is also very nice, so viewers. We've got some tasty treats here today. This is be an SLI, I think. And it's after they actually put the full model specification on the back. It just says 600. The earlier ones have a full specification on them, the later ones don't. That's probably a personal plate, but it's a later one, that one. And they've got another one here, which has leather interior, so it'll be a GSI, I imagine, this one. From 97, 98 on an R. 1997 Rover 820 fastback. Had some work done to it. Oh my gosh, look at the state of that when it's found. Ooh, good clean, yeah. A bit more than just a good clean. Wow. Someone's ringing on their phone is the London Weekend Television ident from the early 70s. We like that, viewers. Anyway, we've got a couple of 800 coupes here, and they are very, very exciting. This one's in Nightfire Red, and it's got a beige leather interior. We do like a nice beige leather interior, viewers. It's also got wooden piping, so it's even better. This is the test specification. It's one of the later ones, 98, 99 on an S. And this one is in the Sterling specification. The only problem with these hand-built cars is they tend to rust worse than the normal 800s. So there's not many of these left, really. And for years, these were criminally undervalued as well. So we've got Sterling in Tahiti Blue. These are both manuals, so I'm imagining they're the T-Series Turbo, but I could be wrong. And another Sterling here, an earlier R17 Sterling. Dark green with a beige leather interior. Oh, viewers, that is very tasty. What year is this? It's the sort of thing we'd like for ourselves, viewers, something like this. Very, very nice. Also with headlamp protectors as well. It's a 1993. Supplied new in 1993. The Rover Sterling's first home was none other than Buckingham Palace. Well, viewers, if it's good enough for the royals, it's certainly good enough for me. Another very, very tasty 800 coupe. This is an 825 Sterling from 1997, complete with beige leather interior, wood and piping. Yes, please, viewers. I like this colour as well. I prefer the green, but this is pretty tasty as well. We obviously ended up in the right section here, viewers, for some extremely delightful motoring. There's another 800 here, 97, 98 on an R. So it's 98 actually. Unfortunately, with these little pieces of paper, they kind of don't show a full specification sometimes. But another 800 coupe, 1998, 1999. And the side on the back actually is a Vitesse or a Sterling. It is a Sterling, which was more luxury, like unlike the Vitesse, which is more sporting. Very late Vitesse actually, this one, 99 2000 plate. I think the last one that I've ever seen is on a W plate. Although the production really of these finished late 1998. Got the T-Series in here, I think that's just the normal one. Yeah, it is the normal one, it's a 99. Another fastback, again a V plate. Oh, it's another Sterling. Yes, there we go. So production finished 1998, but some were registered in 99, even 2000. This is a 1999 plate. That's very nice. And yes, I was absolutely right. This is a 2000 plate. I saw this actually, I think, last year at some stage. It's only an SI. It's one of the very last. My gosh, £500 was paid for this. Half no budget with used money, viewers. Crazy. And another late 800 here. I seem to have grouped all the late 800s in the same space. I don't quite know why. I think I've seen something quite special about this for years. Yeah, this is a KV6 model, isn't it? It's an 825 with the beige leather interior and wood. Yes, please, viewers. Very, very nice. It's a 1998. And then we've got this late Vitesse as well. Overall, the most agreeable section of this video. Right, viewers, we have this long wheelbase 2003 to 4 Rover 75 limousine with the KV6 engine. Interesting wheels on this as well. It is a very, very long car. I'm not surprised it's parked in a slightly different way. It's actually a facelifted one. This would be an early facelift actually. I think February 2004 when we came out to one of the very first of the facelifts. And then a very nice Dutch 75 V8 Tourer. Very nice indeed. Very tasty. And a beige leather interior. Yes, sort of thing we like very much, viewers. Right, we're going to be careful around here, viewers, because lots of 75s we can't talk about, so we'll just be careful. Another Dutch registered 75 V6. I forget the name of this colour actually. Looks very much like a sort of Connoisseur SE or something like that, particularly with these wheels. Very tasty. Another very nice one. Another V8. Yes, please, viewers. 2004 to 5 registration. Yeah. 2004 Rover 75 2.5 V6 Contemporary SE. This was sort of a late attempt by MG Rover to actually make this a bit more palatable for people. Simple reason that actually they didn't they weren't selling very well to, if we put this, like kind of younger people, which is fine. You know, a lot of people love them for the look of them and the interiors and things, but it was an attempt to sort of de-chrome the car a bit and make it a bit more appealing to fleet buyers. Don't know how successful it was. This is a very early 75 Tourer. It's a 2001 and it's a 2-litre V6. 2-litre V6s were only sold until 2002, so it's quite a rare model, that. 2004 late pre-facelift 2.5 Connoisseur V6 automatic. Very nice, viewers. 2002 to 3 75 2.5 V6 Connoisseur SE in Wedgewood. Interesting two-tone colour scheme on this late 75 2000 and let's get this right. Let's have a look at the information sheet. Here is a 2004 Sterling Special. Yes, someone has changed the colour of that, viewers. I don't know if I like that or not, really. I'm not sure. Anyway, here's an early one. This is a Cowley built car on a T-plate, 1999. It's a dealer launch edition, whatever that means. 2.5 V6 with the personal line interior. And another very nice 75 V8, 2004 to 5.
Now, I used to all my ZT diesel, I used to get 45.
Another 1999 75 2.5 V6 Connoisseur automatic with personal line interior in Wedgewood blue. So a 2000 this car, this one. Manual. Cowley built, black sills. I love the colour. That is how do you put this? Delicious. Another Tourer. This is a 2-litre V6 Club SE from 2001. I drove one of these, the 2.5 in 2023. It's very nice actually. I quite liked it. Wow, because we had to skip quite a few. Gotta be careful around here. Okay, so 2.5 V6, this one. The torpedo badges I'm not sure are in place by 2002 to 3, but people do put them on. I think they look good actually. Interesting colour. It's supposed to be a Monogram one, I'm sure. I can't remember what the name of this colour is, but I quite like that actually. Yeah, it's 2.5 V6. Then we've got a V6 Tourer. Okay, this is a nice colour, this. Oh, gosh, I can't remember the name of this now. I wish I could, but I can't. Actually, when I look at the information sheet, that might tell me. Surprisingly, the information sheet, although it's very comprehensive, doesn't actually name the colour. It's a 2003. Right, viewers, let me just be careful because there's a lot more stuff in here we might get tripped up by as well. Right, these information sheets are really helping actually. This is a 2002 2.5 V6 Connoisseur Tourer. Yes, please. 2004 MG ZT 190 Plus pre-facelift. It's just sea frost, this colour. It's very nice, I like it. Another very nice 75 Tourer, 2.5 V6. If you could get a nice 75, they are very agreeable, but you've got to find a nice one, and that comes the hard bit. See, they're pretty old cars now, and that's one of the things that's a problem, is they're just very old, and so they need really a specialist to look at them and see if they're okay. There's so many things that go wrong with them, but if you find a nice one, like the one I drove recently, then they can be great. Anyway, 2005 to 6 registration, Rover 75 V8 with a beige leather interior and wood. And the rain has stopped, which is nice. A bit nippy, but rain has stopped, that's the best, isn't it? Very good. Yes, again this very nice sort of monogram colour. This pre-facelift 75. 2-litre V6. Wow, it's one of the actual last of the 2 litres. Here we go, Lagoon Supertalic. There we are. 2-litre V6 like in my old Rover 45 V6. Another nice pre-facelift one here with the black Silsa Cowley car from 2000. It's a 2-litre V6. In Wedgewood blue with the optional parking sensors, but it's a very good idea actually. 2001 2-litre V6 in dark green with a beige leather interior in wood and a manual gearbox. That's a pretty good combination actually, viewers. I like that. It's unusual to see a 1.8K series version with a 1.8 badge, but it helps me out. It's a 2003 this car. It's immaculate, isn't it, this? Probably like a club or something, I'd imagine, this car. Very nice. Right, we should skip quite a few there. My gosh, this video is going to be shorter than I thought. There's not a lot to say. Finished the 75 section with this 2003 car. which also does look quite nice. So we're now in the post-Abingdon Weekender section. This is an event from MG Rover events, and a car I actually had on my channel in 2023. This is a 2012 MG6 1.8 TSE Magnet, which is the saloon version. Saloon versions of the MG6 are quite rare, and this is the top of the range one. The main problem I have with these cars, I drove two of them the same day, owned by Rob, who is one of the leading lights of the MG Rover events team, is the gearbox, which I didn't like at all. It's not very nice, which is a shame, because this is the only gearbox you get in an MG6 with a petrol engine. Other than that, I quite like them. They handle very, very well. And we've got this early MG3 here, with some interesting wheels which have been painted blue partially, as you can see there. We actually had one of these in the early days of the channel. We owned a 2014 MG3 from 2016 to 2020. It was actually the first car my lady I've ever had, as a black one, and it's yeah, we sold it in 2020. This is one of the newest cars here. This is a 2023 MG4. This is the trophy long range model in volcano orange. I actually drove one of these when I first came out in 2022. Then we've got a very nice MG ZT 180, which is owned by Dan, who is another chap who's very involved in the organisation of events like this. And we got Nigel sitting in there. He looks like he's enjoying himself. He was out earlier on, but I think he was a bit scared of getting rained on, so he's been put inside, which is probably the best. And then we've got his friend in here. Is that Raphael or Nigelo sitting in there? Anyway, we'll have a look. 2075. This is a 1.8 K series. It's a pre-project drive car. Very early car from 2001, because production of these in Cowley finished in 2000, so it's one of the first Longbridge cars. There we go, still looking happy there. I do like this colour very much. Then we've got this Japanese specification, I think is MGF. It's around a lot of the event. It's a 1997 with the VVC engine. I love these information sheets on all the cars. It's really helping me. Obviously some people don't put them on. So there we go. Oh yes, please. It's 2003 MG ZT 260. This is the 4.6 V8 version. Excellent. Next to another one as well, but this is the earlier model. Also there are later ones here as well. One like one next to it. So this is a facelift one. Personal plate. This is one I drove actually. There's a facelift one like this. It wasn't exactly this car. It was a 2006 registered one, and it was pretty good. The only thing is the clutches are really heavy in these. They are unbelievably heavy. Apart from that, they're pretty good. Also, the fuel economy is it's not the best really. Then a 1999 to 2000 MGF. Someone's very sensibly put a cover on top of it because the weather was going to be like it is, which is fine. And then a ZS 180, be a 2004 or 5 this. It's 2004. Facelift occurred April 2004 feed, I think. Here we have the ZT 190 Collector's Edition, which is owned by Mr. Brook from Beards and Bangers. Hello, sir. He's just getting on with his video, so if we will not interrupt him because he's a busy boy today. He's got to get round before he goes home. Facelift one, 2004 to 5. I forget the name of this colour now. I've forgotten. I'm not very good at remembering names of Monogram colours, viewers. I do apologise. And then we've got this very nice red one here. This is another 190 plus with a pre-facelift from 2004 with some rather natty wheels on it. Excellent. I think we're going to end the video here, viewers. For those of you who don't know why I'm ending the video here, yes, I have driven one of these. I've owned 9 Rovers and I don't have anything else to say. Anyway, thank you ever so much indeed once again for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, comment below, and we shall see you again soon for some more incorrect information.